Worn apart by its own innerness, in a mystical barrage of dynamic life, he saw a long, immense, high-curved world pile, erect like a mountain chariot of the gods, motionless under an inscrutable sky. Once, in the vigil of a deathless gaze, these grades had marked her giant downward plunge. The wide and prone leap of a Godhead's fall. Our life is a holocaust of the Supreme, the great World Mother, by her sacrifice, has made her soul the body of our state. The divine intention suddenly shall be seen. The end vindicate intuition's sure technique. Faint and fluid sketch of soul called man shall stand out on the background of long time, a glowing epitome of eternity, a little point reveal the infinitude. A slow reversal movement then took place. A gas belched out from some invisible fire. Of its dense rings were formed these million stars. Upon earth's newborn soil, God's tread was heard. A miracle of the Absolute was born. Infinity put on a finite soul. All ocean lived within a wandering drop. A time-made body housed the illimitable. To live this mystery out, our soul came here. A figure sold on nature's giant stair. He mounted towards an indiscernible end. On the bare summit of created things. He came into a magic crystal air and found a life that lived not by the flesh, a light that made visible immaterial things. A fine degree in wondrous hierarchy, the kingdom of subtle matter's fairy craft, outlined against the sky of vivid hues, leaping out of a splendid trance and haze. The wizard revelations of its fun. This brilliant roof of our descending plane, intercepting the free moon of heaven's air, admits small inrushes of a mighty breath, or fragrant circuits through gold lattices, and bright dews drip from the immortal sky. Rooms of the young divinity of power, an early play of the eternal child, the embodiment of his outwinging thoughts, live in a bright, everlasting wonder stint, and lulled by whispers of that lucid air, take dream rest like birds on timeless trees before they dive to float on earth's time's sea. This wonder world, with all its radiant boon of vision and inviolated happiness, only for expression cares and perfect form. It lends beauty to the terror of the gulfs, and fascinating eyes to perilous gods, invests with grace the demon and the snake. A heaven of creative truths above, a cosmos of harmonious dreams between, a chaos of dissolving forms below. It plunges lost in our inconscient being, out of its fall, our denser matter came. This must harbor the orchid and the rose. From her blind, unwilling substance must emerge a beauty that belongs to happier spheres. In us too, the intuitive fire can burn. An agent light, it is coiled in our folded heart. On the celestial levels is its home. Descending, it can bring those heavens here. Admired for the bright finality of its line, a blue horizon limited the soul. Life in its boundaries lingered satisfied. The beautiful body of a soul at ease, like one who laughs in sweet and sunlit gold, childlike she swung in her gold cradle of joy. In a gallop of thunder-hooved vicissitude, she swept through the race fields of circumstances, or, swaying, she tossed between her heights and deeps, uplifted or broken on time's incessant wheel. Above him, in a new celestial vault, other than the heavens beheld by mortal eyes, as on a fretted ceiling of the gods, an archipelago of laughter and fire, swarm stars apart in a rippled sea of sky. In a swift, eternal moment fixed their life, or ever recalled, come back to longing eyes, calm heavens of imperishable light, illumined continents of violet peace, oceans and rivers of the mirth of God, and griefless countries under purple sun. Nude godchildren in their play fields ran, smiting the winds with splendor and with speed. When earth was built in the unconscious void, and nothing was save a material scene, identified with sea and sky and stone, her young gods yearned for the release of soul, asleep in objects, vague, inanimate. Life heard the call and left her native light, overflowing from her bright, magnificent blaze on the rigid coil and sprawl of mortal space. Here too, the gracious great winged angel poured her splendor and her sweetness and her bliss, hoping to fill a fair new world with joy. But while the magic breath was on its way, before her gifts could reach our prisoned hearts, A dark, ambiguous presence questioned all. A daughter of a joy without a name. In her obscure cathedral of delight, to dim dwarf gods, she offers secret rites, but vain, unending is the sacrifice. The priest, an ignorant maid, who only makes futile mutations in the altar's plan, and casts blind hope into a powerless flame. Ascending slowly with unconscious steps, a foundling of the gods, she wanders here like a child's soul left near the gates of hell, fumbling through fog in search of paradise. As shines a solitary witness star that burns apart life's lonely sentinel in the drift and teeming of a mindless night. A single thinker in an aimless world, awaiting some tremendous dawn of God. He saw the purpose in the works of time. Canto of a dark and evil star, ghost-like pursued all that we dream and do. This was the first cry of the awaking world. It clings around us still and clamps the gods. In the enigma of the darkened vast, in the passion and self-loss of the infinite, when all was plunged in the negating void, non-being's night could never have been saved if being had not plunged into the dark, carrying with it its triple mystic cross. A blindfold search and wrestle and fumbling clasp of a half-seen nature and a hidden God, a game of hide and seek and twilight room, a play of love and hate and fear and hope, continues in the nursery of mind its hard and heavy romp of self-born twins. Huge armored strength shook the frail, quaking ground. Great, puissant creatures with a dwarfish brain and pygmy tribes impose their small life drift. Beings were there who wore a human form. Absorbed, they lived in the passion of the scene, but knew not who they were or why they lived. Ardent from the sack of happy, peaceful home, and gorged with slaughter, plunder, rape and fire, they made of human self their helpless prey, a drove of captive led to lifelong woe. At first he saw a dim, obscure mind power, moving, concealed by matter and dumb life, in the deep midst of an unconscious world. Its huddled waves and foam of consciousness ran, pressing and eddying through a narrow strait, carrying experience in its crowded space. A little light in a great darkness born. Life knew not where it went, nor whence it came. Around all floated still the next page.